Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while, been pretty busy, but on the Chinese skid steer, I think I finally found a solution for the idler wheels that have been failing. I've got about 160 hours on the machine now, so I've gone about 60 hours on these new bearings for the idler wheels. And before I was going 20 hours and they were failing. So it's mainly the dirt getting in there. So I've done a bunch of things here to improve on that. The original bearings it comes with are tapered bearings. So I went through a few of those and it was the dirt getting in, just killing them. So right now I got a ball bearing in and it's really working. So I've gone 60 hours on these things. So I've bought some new bearings like a ZZ bearing, and I'll give you part numbers at the end. So I'm going to take both wheels apart and see how dirty it is inside. But I also got another spacer that's going to go on each side of the wheel. And what that'll help do is prevent dirt again from going in, but also the rocks that are getting jammed in the side. So because I put the I think it was 1-inch PVC, I cut it and just put it in there, and that seemed to help. I still got a few rocks stuck, but it did certainly help. So I'm gonna take these out and get them on the bench, and then we'll take them apart and we'll show you the condition, and then I'll show you all the parts that I'm gonna put in to, I'd say this is the final fix. To get 60 hours on it and they haven't failed. I think we're almost there, so let's get at it. Okay, quickly before we get at it, I will just show you what we got. Here's the PVC I put on there. The seals are still hanging in on both sides. See, it was pretty dirty, it's pretty muddy. And the other one, oh, I know the light's crappy here, but I didn't put the PVC piece on here because I just wanted to see the difference, if one helped more than the other. But the seals are still good. And yeah, that's what it looks like right now. So I'll get this apart and watch my other videos if you want to see how I took it apart. But any of you guys that have these machines that had the problem, you know how to do it. Okay guys, I got them apart. So you can see the difference here. This one, as you can see, obviously dirt's getting in there. That's what's killing these. And this one, you can see, not too bad. So you can see this is ball bearing. It has that rubber seal, so that helps. What I'm trying to do is really keep the dirt out. So I also bought the ZZ bearing. It's a tougher ball bearing, but the dirt can still get in there. But if I can get 60, 100 hours out of these things, because this thing is still going to hang in there, I'm sure. So that's the bearing I'm going to go with. Same seals I put on. I don't know if there's a different option with seals. But also I'm going to put a washer. Ideally I wanted to get one that would fit tight, because these bearings are slightly thinner than the ones it comes with. So again, it's kind of really just to keep the dirt out. I got to file that down, but I really want to try and find a thinner washer like this that fits the shaft size. So anyway, I'm still going to just shave this down and put that in, and I'm getting over 60 hours. And then the other thing I wanted to show you, it's this that I'm going to put in. So it's going to go like that, which it looks like it's just, I might have to file it down slightly. As you can see, it might fit. I'll have to try it. And if it doesn't fit, well then, I just grind it down a little bit. But it looks like it's close. If you can see the keyway thing there in the slot. So I'll put that on both sides. That will help prevent dirt from jamming in there. So I think this is going to really help a lot. It'll help with the rocks not getting jammed in here, and then also, you know, the dirt getting forced in there. A guy could even run a bead of silicone around here just to, again, just keep the dirt out, because that's what's killing these bearings. So I'm going to take this other side off and this one, but you know, I'm sure they're going to look similar. But that's what I'm going to do is, you know, upgrade the bearing to a ZZ. It's supposed to be, you know, better bearing. Different washer and these things, seals. I'll give you the part numbers kind of at the end of the video, but yeah, I'll just get this all together and then come back on and show you how it all worked out. Okay, so here's how they look. Quite a bit of dirt in this one, so definitely the bearing has to come out. And when I rebuilt these last time, I put the washer on the inside, which I wasn't really thinking. I should put the bearing in and then put the washer on the outside to help keep the dirt out. So that's what I'm going to do this next time around is, yeah, put the washer on the outside of the bearing. So this one is getting more dirt, but the bearing still feels good. Even this one, no, this one is pretty sandy, but it's hanging in there. And this one looks pretty good. This bearing is good. This bearing, you can, oh yeah, this one's perfect. So, you know, one side, I don't know if I turn the same way all the time, that this one is getting, you know, the dirt jammed into it because I kind of turn one way most of the time. Yeah, so that's what it looks like here. I will keep going with this and clean it up, and we'll get it back together. Okay, this bearing, you can hear it, there's sand in there, but it's still way better than those other tapered bearings. This one, and you can hear that, it's better, but still some crud in there. And this other one, smooth as can be, quiet. This bearing, little bit of noise. So this is the cleaner wheel. So these bearings, they held up for 60 hours. And they'll, you know, still going. So really, I think this is the solution. And then going with an even better bearing, 100 hours, no problem, without having to do anything. I know some guys looked at some grease nipples, and I tried that, and it just, the rock sheared it off. But I think this is the way to go to get, you know, 100 hours before you have an issue. And I bought these on Amazon. I'll put the part numbers and stuff at the end of the video. But I think this was 25, maybe 35 bucks for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 bearings. And I don't know, I can't remember how much these were. These were cheap. The seals, you know, I've got it all on Amazon. So if you want to watch the trilogy of, you know, all these other videos I did to getting to this point, yeah, check them out. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to get this back together, and then I'll come back to you. Okay, here's the finished product. Wheel, new bearings, ZZ bearings, new seals, and these bushings. Now I just have to see if this is going to fit, or I'm going to have to trim this down a little bit. But you can see the idea, what I was going for here. This will help keep dirt from pushing in the seal, because it's going in the shaft, along the shaft. And these will help with the rocks. So I think, you know, there's a couple of benefits for doing this, and you can see it, I don't know, it looks like it's almost a perfect fit. where the keyway kind of goes here. So we will put it on the machine and see if it's gonna fit. Okay, here's how it looks. I gotta tighten the track up. Whatever. So you can see how this works. There's space there, so that's good. And you know, it's tight. You could put some silicone, but I don't know if it'd last. But you get the idea. It just helps keep the rocks from getting in there and the dirt. And with these other bearings, I'd say 100 hours, no problem. Well, I certainly hope you found this helpful. Did lots of experimenting. If this is the first video you're watching, go back. You can watch the other ones if you want to show everything I tried. I tried different bearings, the grease nipple, a lot of good comments, a lot of good ideas, but I think this is what's going to stand the test of time, and it's easy. All the parts are available on Amazon, so you don't have to worry about that. And then was it on my machine? Everyone asks, where do you buy parts? If you need the whole wheel and the thing got crunched, if the rating plate on the machine has an email address, so you can contact the person on that email and they can sell you parts. And I found Kathy Wren on Marketplace, and she helped me through Alibaba how to set up an account to order a wheel. But after that, I just bought new seals and bearings and all that stuff on Amazon. So it was cheap and readily available. And I've got the starter issue to still figure out. It's just these bearings, these wheels have been plaguing me since I bought it. So now that's, I think, a permanent fix, I'm going to work on the starter. I'll just show you. Turn the thing on. Of course, it started that time. That's what it does. See, just clicks like that. So I have to figure that out. Once I dive into that one, I'll do a video on that. So in case you guys have the same kind of issue with yours. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up and I'll get those part numbers in there. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one, guys.